So we are now working on the double waves block and we're reading the pattern. I made several adjustments to the pattern. You can, when you read your pattern, look at the top here where it indicates I want you to work with two colors, the main color, color A, and a B color. Your foundation row, you begin your foundation single crochet row with the color B, and then you switch over to A for your row 1. Then your row 2 and 5 is your color B. So your foundation single crochet row is a B, and then 2 and 5 is your B color. Now if you were to do a chain, which we're not really going to go into it, but you would have to do a chain and a single crochet row, and that would definitely be your B color right there. So moving forward, we are here now at this part of the pattern, and we are now going over the changes. Foundation row, you work 31, remove that. It is now 30 stitches. So here at row 1, we change to our A color because row 1 is half of a wave. So you change to your A color, which is your main color, chain 1, and you work a single crochet into your very first 2 stitches. Not your first stitch, but the first 2 stitches. That's one change here. You continue single crocheting in the next stitch. So in total, in the beginning, you have 3 single crochets, half double in each of the next 2, double crochet in each of the next 2 stitch, triple in the next 3 stitches, double crochet in each of the next 2, half double in each of the next 2, single in each of the next 2, and then you repeat. You go back up here to this one. So you're ending your repeat, your last set of stitches with single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then you go up here where you see this asterisk here, and you single crochet. So it's 3 single crochets in between the wave, and then you continue and you end with 2 single crochets. Row 2, here you switch back to your B color. That's your next change in your color. Row 3 and 4, what the pattern fails to say, you must work a chain 4 in order to bring the thread up to the height for a triple. So we're going to chain 4, and of course when you do a chain 4 and you turn the fabric, you don't place your triple unless the pattern is saying insert your triple or your crochet hook into the base of your chain. Then you just move over to your stitch, which is the next stitch, and then you triple in the next stitch. No, here it says first stitch, and then a triple in the next. So you have 2 triples plus a chain, so it's 3 stitches. Double crochet in each of the next 2, half double in the next 2, and everything basically stays the same until you go back and you begin at this point, because you do triple in each of the next 2. That ends that part of the wave, and then you begin or continue with this triple stitch. Then rows 5, you go back to your B color. Rows 6 and 7, here we go again. You chain 1 and you single crochet in your first 2 stitches. Single crochet in the next. Total stitches in the beginning of that row is 3 single crochets, and then you just continue until the very end, and you end with a single crochet in the last 2 stitches. Rows 2 and 7, again, you repeat. 8 and 13 is row 2 and 7. And then 14, 15, rows 2 and 3. This is a half of a wave, and then you finish with your row 2. Also, I would like you guys to have an edging on this So don't cut the yarn at this point. Turn your item to the side. Basically, what I'd like you to do is when you have, at this point, you should be finished, and it should measure the template. So here's my finished item. As you can see, I'm currently working on removing all them little tails that you guys will be sewing in. Don't turn this in with those things. You're gonna have to weave them in. If you don't know how, I'll do a video on how I like you to do. So you see it extends just a little bit on the sides. That's fine. If we're all on the same page and we all have just a little bit of an overlap, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But the overlap is because I did a single crochet around the edge of this wave block. So what I'd like you to do, when you turn it on your side, you're going to be, let's say, at this end of the row. So you're going to do a chain one, and you go back into that very first stitch. Then in your color change here, you do a single crochet. In this color chain here, it's a single crochet. In the triple that you have here, 2 stitches. In between where they join, a single crochet. Again, in the chain or the last triple of the row, 2 single crochet. Where you change color here, 1 single. In this space here, now you have half of a row and a second half, but they merge here together. So you would have to put 1 single crochet at that point and a single crochet into this part here. So it should be 2 single crochets for these 2 rows. Now we have this blue one. That's another single crochet. Back to the chain 3. You do 2. Where they meet, 1. The chain 3 or the triple, 2 single crochets. The blue here, which is this row of single crochets, 1 single crochet. Again, we have the 2 rows of the wave. So you have to make sure you have 1 single crochet here, 1 single crochet in this area. Where you see this blue, a single crochet. Again, here we have the 3 chain. So you have 1, 2 in the center, the third one, 1, 2. Then here is where you make your third, well, not the third, it's the single crochet into that blue color, as you can see. And then here you have 1 end of the wave, so it's another single crochet. And then when you get to this corner here, you do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the that very same corner there. So you repeat. Now you turn it sideways. You go along the bottom, the foundation single crochet, and then here you're counting, I believe it was 28, because you have, no, not 28, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 4 5 6 7 8 9. In your 29 stitches. So in your 30th stitch here, you do a single crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Then you turn and you repeat. So we've done the single, chain 1, single. Here's our single row. So you have 1 single crochet there, and the blue 1 single crochet, etc. And you go across, and it's the same thing over here. The number should be 30 stitches going across. So I hope this answers a couple of the questions. We will be continuing with a similar pattern where we will be counting stitches, and I would like for you guys to at least start weaving in these ends And what I do is, and I'm just going to show you a couple of them. As you can see, they're hanging out here. I take my needle, and I would like for you to weave them in, not here, but in here. So I would go under here and then turn my fabric sideways to just get the needle to go in here, and then under anywhere. Because if every single one of these were to be worked into these areas, it would be very difficult for me to sew them together. That one was pinched when I picked it up in the back, so I don't have to worry about that one. But here goes another one. So I'm going to pinch it in under these stitches here and try to pierce the acrylic yarn so that it actually catches well in that area. This you cut off and try not to be too close to that, because I've made mistakes where I've cut the actual stitch. And that's it. So please work this. I ask that you do 2 of them, and with the second one reverse the colors. So this is your B color. So when you reverse the colors, this now becomes the A, and the waves is now your B color. So just reverse the colors. So it would be 2 that I ask that everyone submit. Thank you, and I hope you have a good time doing this one.